Hello, students. Good morning to everyone. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good
So,
morning, sir.
good morning. We were discussing exercise 15.1 probability. Question number third and fourth. Where for your homework? Have you done these two questions in homework? Question number third and fourth. Today, I will start from question number 5 onwards. An organization selected 2,400 families at random. So total number of possible outcomes are given 2,400 and surveyed them to determine a relationship between income level and the number of vehicles in a family. The information gathered is listed in the table below. So there are 5 columns. In first column, monthly income in rupees less than 7,000, between 7,000 to 10,000, between 10,000 to 13,000, between 13,000 to 16,000, and 16,000 or more. And second, third, fourth, fifth column are vehicles per family according to their monthly incomes. So the first part, suppose a family is chosen, find the probability that the family chosen is earning rupees between 10,000 to 13,000 per month and owning exactly 2 vehicles. So first part, P means probability, short form of probability, प्रायिकता. P owning exactly 2 vehicles, owing exactly 2 vehicles, or simply you can write PE1 in short form, PE1, PE2, PE3. So number of favorable outcomes. This is number of favorable outcomes upon total number of outcomes or events, total number of outcomes. So number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. So see the table. Earning rupees between 10,000 to 13,000. How many families having exactly 2 vehicles? So vehicles per family, this is 27. 27 according to the table given. So total number of families having exactly 2 vehicles between this range. So this is 29. 29. Between 10,000 to 13,000. This is 29. And total number of families, total number of possible outcomes, total number of families. It is given in the question. 2,400. 2,400. Now the second part. Muhammad Ars Khan. Second part, probability. Owing exactly one vehicle. Owing exactly one vehicle. So number of families having exactly one vehicle divided by total number of families, total number of outcomes. So according to the table, earning rupees 16,000 or more. So how many families having exactly one vehicle? 5, 7, 9. 5, 7, 9. Upon total number of families, this will denominator remain the same. You can write in the simplest form. So numerator and denominator both are divisible by 3. So you can divide 3 1 ja 3, 9, 3 upon 800. Dividing by 3, or you can leave your answer here also. No marks will be deducted. Now third, P, probability, does not on any vehicle. Does not on any vehicle. So earning less than rupees 7,000. So in the first row, less than 7,000, does not own any vehicle, means number of vehicles is 0. So how many such families are there? According to the given table, 10. Okay, 10. Upon total number of families, 2,400. 2,400. Both numerator and denominator are divisible by 10. So 1 by 240, correct. So 1 by 240. Dividing numerator and denominator by 10. Okay. 1 by 240. Now come to question number 4th, part number 4th. P, probability. Owing more than 2 vehicles. Owing more than 2 vehicles. So number of families having more than 2 vehicles earning between rupees 13,000 to 16,000. So according to the table, earning monthly between rupees 13,000 to 16,000, more than 2 vehicles, that is above 2, such families are 25 according to the table. Total number of families having more than 2 vehicles, 25 upon 2,400. In the simplest form, this can be written as 24 into 100. 1 upon 96. So 25 1 is 25, this is 4. So 1 by 4 4 is 16, right. 1 upon 96, correct. 1 upon 96. Now fifth part, P, owing not more than 1 vehicle. Owing not more than 1 vehicle. So number of families owing not more than 1 vehicle means either 0 vehicle or 1 vehicle. So such families, to find number of such families, we have to add column number 1, that is having zeros number of vehicles, and column number 2 having exactly 1 number of vehicles. So 10 plus 1, 11. This is 14, first column, and then plus second column. Two 2048 by 2400. So you add these two and you write your answer in the simplest form. That is the sum of first column and second column. In the meantime, in between, I am going to take your attendance. 9th A, 2062. Roll number 247. Roll number 247. 247. 89. 89. 89. 10. 12. 14. 15. 16. 16. 16. 18. 18. 22. 25. 25, 26, 27, 28, 31, 31, 37, 37, 28, 27, okay, 201, 135, 1, Kiran Kamar, 135, 135, 68, 8, 9, 12, 14, 15, 17, 15, 17, 15, 17, 18, 206, 206, 18, 20, 23, 20, 23, 25, 26, 31, 31, 32, 33, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, total 39. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 21, 22, 23. 40. Who is coming late? Who has joined late? Two zero eight. 208 is okay. Someone has joined late. 118. 118 is present. 227, 236. 227. 227. 227. 217. 1 to 6. Okay, 102. 102 is present. 101. Now it's okay. 127. 127 is present. 223. 223 is present. Okay. Then what is the sum?
Sir, 90135 present.
90
90135.
135. 135. Okay, 135. 135. Now it's okay. So 2062 upon 2400. This is divisible by 2. So 1031 by now again it is divisible by 5. 1031. Okay. 1031 by 1200. Now come to question number 6. Question number 6. Refer to table 14.7, chapter 14. Chapter 14, table 14.7. So 14.7. Where is table 14.7? In previous chapter 14.12, 14.7. That is page number 251. A teacher wanted to analyze the performance of two sections of students in a mathematics test of 100 marks. Total marks is 100. Looking at their performances, she found that a few students got under 20 marks and a few got 70 marks or above. So she decided to group them into intervals of varying size as follows: 0 to 20, 20 to 30, this is marks in the form of class interval. So see page number 251, table number 14.7. There are two columns. First column marks given in the form of class interval, and the second column number of students, that is frequencies. Total number of students is 90. So first part, find the probability that a student obtained less than 20% marks. So first part, P under a small bracket, less than 20%. Less than 20% marks. So number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. So you write number of favorable outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. So find according to the table 14.7 how many students who got less than 20% marks. That is 7. Okay. 7 by 90. Correct. Lakshita Dhakar, Harsh Ahir. It is 7 by 90. Similarly, second part, P mark 60 or above. 60 or above. So, how many students have got 60 or more than 60? That is 23. 23. Upon total number of students, that is 90. Don't write F only. You write FE1, FE2, FE3 like that. Not simply P. Probability of an event. So this is 23 by 90. So similarly, come question number 7. Question number 7. To know the opinion of the students about the subject statistics, a survey of 200 students was conducted. This is total number of outcomes. The data is recorded in the following table. There are two columns. In first column, opinion of students about statistics, whether they like or they dislike. A number of students. There are 135 students who like statistics, that is science of numbers, and 65 students who do not like statistics. Find the probability that a student chosen at random, that is first part, probability, likes statistics. So what is favorable outcomes? Number of students who like statistics, that is 135. 135. Upon total number of students, 200. You divide by 5. 5 4s are 20. So 27 by 40. 27 by 40. Rishabh here. Okay. Okay, right. So similarly, second, you do yourself. P probability does not like it. Does not like it. So how many students who do not like a statistics? That is 65 by 200. Okay. 65 by 200. And in the simplest form, it is 13 by 40. 13 by 40. And what will be their sum? What will be the sum of these two probabilities? That is always equal to 1. Correct. 1. 40 by 40, that is 1. Okay. Now come to question number 8. 8, 11, 12, 13. 9 and 10 are only activities you can do at your homework. Question number 8. Question number 8. Refer question 2 exercise 14.2. What is the empirical probability that an engineer lives? Empirical probability, that is practical probability. So refer question 2 of exercise 14.2. Question 2 exercise 14.2. 14.2 exercise. Question number 2, as it is on page number 245. The distance in kilometer of 40 engineers from their residence to their place of work were found as follows. All distances are in kilometer. Not simply write 5 or 3. 5 kilometer, 3 kilometer, 10 kilometer. So first we have to construct a grouped frequency distribution table with class size 5 for the data given below. So 0 to 5. 5 is not included. So first make a class interval. You have already done this. Class interval of distances in kilometers. So 0 to 5, 5 to 10, class width should be 5. 10 to 15, 15 to 20. And what is maximum distance? This is 32. So 20 to 25, 25 to 30, 30 to 35. Now write tally mark for counting. And then frequency. So number of engineers, that is frequency. Number of engineers. So 5. This is 5. 5 will be included in this second class interval. 3. So 3. So make a distribution table and tell me the frequencies. You make a distribution table, grouped frequency distribution table. You write, you tell me their frequencies. करा हुआ है, तो उसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी यहां बताने कितने कितने हैं यहां। फ्रीक्वेंसीज कितने कितने हैं? 5। ये 5, 11, 9, 1, 1, 2, and total should be 40. Right? यही है ना किया हुआ। Now come to the question number 8. Less than 5 kilometer. First part. P. Less than 7 kilometer. So how many engineers are living less than 7 kilometer? So this is less than 7 kilometer. Less than 7 kilometer. This is 0 to 5. 5 to 10. Less than 7 kilometer. 9. Less than 7 kilometer. Less than 7 kilometers. So it is 9. 9 by 40. So this is not required, I think. So 9 by 40, okay. 9 by 40. This is not required. Similarly, more than or equal to 7 kilometer. More than or equal to 7 kilometer. So second part from question number 2. This is not required. This is not required. So more than or equal to 7 kilometer. 31. Okay. 31 by 40. This is second part. Third part. Within half kilometer. Within half kilometer. There are no such engineers who are living within half kilometer. Okay. So 0 by 40. That is 0. So 9 and 10th are not required. 9th, 10th. 11 for your homework. So 11 for your homework. After this, solving question number 12 and 13, we will take revision. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.